Hello, here I am, the Dynamic Dipper. I'm whispering a bit because I don't want people to know that I'm making a video, and I don't know why. But I'm here at Crossmichael in Scotland for the Winter Walrus event, which is a winter swimming competition. Well, sort of just an experience really. It's quite a small event. It's really nice, friendly. So I'll just show you. Got the ambulance there on standby. Got the tea tent here. Over here we've got a tent for changing. Okay, so this is the Winter Walrus event. So today I'm swimming 100 metres in just costume, cap and goggles. Some people have chosen to do wetsuit, and I'll just show you the crowd behind me. Okay, so I'll let you know how I feel when I get out, and just to show you. Got my shoes on, got my woolly slipper shoes on until I get out. Anyway, I'll give you an update when I get out. Bye.
Oh, this lot, yeah, I went on their website, yeah. Well, unless he's going to hit the bar, no?
Get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
He's not going to mess about.
I'm glad that I'm not too long enough. Right, that's okay.
I'll see what time I get done. I'm pretty mile away to see what's going on, but probably
Hello, it's me, the Dynamic Dipper. So I forgot to do an update when I got out of the water for my winter swim event on Saturday in Scotland. So I was just going to update you about some of the things that I found quite hard about it, if you're interested in doing a winter swimming event, and some of the things that I thought were really nice about it. Okay, so I'm not outside today because it's dreadful weather on the bay. I would show you. I don't know whether you can see. No, okay. But anyway, it's not great weather, so we're not bothering going out. Yes, you've already seen the videos of the swim. So just to point out some of the things that were quite difficult. So first of all, I stayed in Castle Douglas the night before, and I stayed in the equivalent of Fawlty Towers Hotel at Castle Douglas. I got 3 hours sleep because there was thrashing music downstairs in the bar that was sort of next door. So I woke up feeling not so great, a little bit sick through tiredness, and and so I didn't have anything to eat because I felt a little bit sickly, so I just asked for a sort of breakfast bun thing to take with me to the swim. So that didn't help matters in the fact that I was going into very cold water and I hadn't really eaten anything. I'd had a cup of tea and sort of half a slice of toast really. So a couple of things just to be really clear about when your wave is. If you decide to do a winter swim, so you need to be really clear about what time you're going in the water, so you're not stood around in your costume and your dry robe. So I kept my clothes on until I knew when my wave was, and then I just got undressed, put my dry robe over the top, and then I was ready to go in the water. So that's just a practical thing for you to remember. So these events, of course, they're timed, so when you get in, as soon as you get to the starting point of your course, you know, of where you're swimming, of course it starts, and you're required to start swimming sort of straight away and you know, fast enough. Some people were there to just actually see if they could achieve it and do it, and some people were there to increase the time. So I found that quite difficult in the fact that usually I get used to being in the water, wet my face, sort of do a bit of bobbing about, and then I start swimming in very cold water. And so I started to gasp quite quickly when I was doing my event. I was doing 100 metres. I finished it, but the water was around between 3 and 4 degrees, so it was pretty cold. And so, yeah. So I am glad I did it and I've achieved it. I found it quite difficult, but it's just interesting to note these differences, or you know, if you're thinking about doing a winter swim. So the really good points about it are that I met a lot of really lovely people. It's the first event for this particular swim company, and so it was quite small. The people that were there were really lovely. It's a community event, and all the money that they raise from that community event, it goes back into the community. So it was a really nice feel to it. It was small, it wasn't competitive, and for a first winter swimming event, I thought it was ideal. So this is just past the border in Castle Douglas in Scotland. The other good thing about it was the boat and kayak support was fantastic. There was miles more boat and kayak support than I thought there was going to be. So you really felt very safe. And there was also very, very good medical support. So the medics were there, really knew what they were doing, were really very well trained, and you just felt really safe doing it. So that's something to bear in mind when you're booking an event. So I will post the link of the swim company that did the event. This event was called Winter Walrus Swim, and like I say, it was at Crossmichael up near Castle Douglas in Scotland. So I will post all the relevant links, and I just wanted to update you about how I got on. I did do it, and I got my medal, and I'll post a picture of the medal at the end of the video, and I'm very chuffed with myself, and I hope that you consider doing a winter swim next year, and maybe do it up there at Crossmichael with Winter Walrus. So I'll speak to you soon. Bye!